Hey guys, gwyned here, recording this last round, round 8 of the Hipsters of the Coast Standard Pauper event. Looks like I have won the dice roll. Take a look at my opener. I am playing Selesnya one more time in this event. This looks like a fine opener. I'm playing against X Reckoner X. I do not wish to mulligan this. Nice little 3/4 drop here. Righteous Blow for some removal. Opponent mulls. Let's see, I got the wrong window open here. Opponent mulls down to 6 and keeps. Alright, and we are off to the races. Let's see what we are up against. Mono blue flyers? Nope. Hexproof? Oh, and I draw Loyal Cathar. Well, that's a great draw for me. We'll go ahead and drop that. Now I got a nice 2/3/4. Hard to do much better than that. Could also be Gatekeeper still, although double force makes that a lot less likely. Go ahead and swing in here. No action. And we'll go ahead and play out this Attendant Knight. So he looks like he's F6'd. Pass turn back, see what he's got. Plane, so this could be the mirror. It is the mirror. Alright. Centaur is going to be pretty good. This does attacking or blocking creature, so no matter what I play, I can get in with it. I think that's going to be my plan here. Go ahead and attack in with everything. If he's smart, he won't block the Attendant Knight, but if he's not smart, he might. He might not block anything because he suspects a trick, which would basically be true. See what he wants to do. He's going to go ahead and block that. So we will use the Righteous Blow here. And I'm pretty happy with that because I'll get pretty good value out of that. It does mean I don't get to play anything else this turn, but that's fine. And I do get the 2/1 zombie back, which is pretty sweet. 3 life did a pretty good job eating up all my early aggression, though. Only got him down to 18, so we'll see what we can do here. Alright, see what he's got on 4. If he's playing Selesnya 2 in the mirror, if he's got some big blocker here, this is going to shut me down pretty quick. May not be able to play offense very long. We'll just see what happens. Alright, so he's found a play. Another healer. Trusted Force Mage. I am fine with that. And I draw a Sentinel Spider. That's pretty sweet. Gonna hold back the soldier token here. If he wants to trade the combat trick for one of my cards, I'm fine with that. Could have a giant growth here. Nope, he's just gonna take it. Dropping him to 14, and we will play out the Sentinel Spider, which should be bigger than almost anything he can put out. Not literally everything, though. Really could use one of my flyers here. Got an Evolving Wilds, that's fine. See, I assume he's got a creature here. Got an Abyssinian Priest, non-human. Alright, well that's not very good against me. I guess the soldier token can be tapped down, as can the Sentinel Spider. He didn't, would have expected him there to link those guys, but he didn't. 2 mana is not really anything I'm worried about. See what I draw here. Combat trick would be perfect. Just another plains. Alright, so I think I'm happy just to send in these 3. You could double block the Attendant Knight if you wanted to. I doubt he'll get rid of the Priest. He could trade here, but I don't think he's going to do that either. Yeah, I'm not sure he's just going to take it. Alright, so that drops him to 6. I am going to go ahead and play out this Hunt Beast. At this point, with him down to 6 life, I may be able to just basically Alpha Strike here. So he's going to pop the Evolving Wilds, that's fine. Could have a removal spell here. Oh, got a Seraph. Okay, that'll definitely keep him in the game, and he's going to Soul Bond it. That's pretty good for him. Assume no attacks here, plus he can tap somebody down. That's definitely very good for him. Oh, a travel preparation. Shame this isn't an instant. Okay, so I need to be able to get this up to at least 5. Oh, but he's going to be able to Abyssinian Priest. So I got to do the math here. So I guess on my weakest guys is where this makes sense. So he'll be able to tap down. So it makes sense to put them on my humans. This I can only get up to 4. So I guess I only have 1 human. So I know this is getting through. So this should be one of my targets. Plus maybe the Unhallowed. Because this is technically a human too. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So we will do that first. Bump these guys up. And then, because neither of these can be Abyssinian Priest, so I can get in with both of them. Make them both a 4/4. He's got a chump. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. So we'll travel prep both of those guys. Assume he'll tap my spider down here. He is going to gain 3 life here from the Seraph, assuming let's say he makes this block, and then he makes that block, he dies. Okay, well, I think I'm in pretty good shape here then. I don't think he's got any good options here. No, but he gains 3. So he kills one of my guy. So, let's see. Block this. Block this. If he blocks 2 of them, one of them dies. So 4, 7, 8. Yeah, I don't think I can quite kill him here. But should be in pretty decent shape. Although I'm going to need a removal spell for that Seraph pretty fast. Okay, so he's going to block there and block there. Okay, so he takes, so that drops him to 1. It's close, but not quite enough. And see, now he can, well, but if he freely attacks in with this, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this happens. I'm going to need something else here to win, but getting him down to 1 feels pretty good. Another pump spell would definitely do it. Flyer would be great, because it would hold his Seraph back. Almost any creature at this point would be pretty good for me. So let's see what he's got here. As an Attendant Knight, that's probably the worst thing for me, because it allows him to have an additional blocker. And he's got a travel prep of his own. So with that Seraph, he's still got 4 blockers. But I still don't think he can attack. He's attacking with the Abyssinian Priest. Fascinating. Okay. So I need a removal spell here. Okay, so I get another travel preparations. So he can't tap anything out. So I think I'll put the 2 big ones on these guys. Make them both 6/6s, which he has to block both of them. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then, oh, that's interesting actually. So if I make them both a 5/5, I think that's better. Let's make them both a 5/5. And then make this guy a 4/4 so it can survive the Attendant Knight. And then I guess put the other one on the Attendant Knight because he can't tap it down. So he can block this here and gain 4, but then he has to block both of these. So I think I've got pretty good blocks here. Let's see what he chooses to do. Attacking with that Abyssinian Priest, I guess since he was tapped out, but it still seems pretty greedy. So he's going to do that. I'm fine with that. And then just chump the other 2. So he takes 5, gains 4, so that would kill him, so he has to block this. I think I'm fine with that. So get rid of his Attendant Knight. I still have a 6/6 and a 5/5. It does get him up to 5 life, but he's going to have a roll. Of course, he can hold this back now to be able to hold this back. So yeah, I mean, he's still not out of this. Plus, he can pump something up. Oh, another Seraph. He is definitely in recovery mode here. So even with a removal spell here, it's not going to be enough to win. So I don't know, was that a good trade? I basically traded an Attendant Knight for a Primal Hunt Beast plus a Soldier token. I guess that's not a bad trade. See what he wants to do here. He might attack? Attacking would be pretty greedy. It would gain him 4 life, though. That's what he's thinking about. And he decides not to. Okay. Centaur Healer isn't bad. Guess we're just going to play that out. It basically makes it so it's very difficult for him to attack, which is not bad for me. So he could attack, so he's going to tap that down. Yeah, having those double Seraphs are definitely going to do. He could very easily get back in this game now. It was very close, but these Seraphs are really going to do a bunch of life swing for him. I really need a removal spell. If he attacks with one and you remove the other one, I might be in decent shape. Oh, and he's just drawing like a champ. He's gotten some great value. And he has Prey Upon. Golly, using that, that's really good for him. Yeah, I'm not sure this is winnable at this point. I mean, honestly. He is right back in this thanks to those Seraphs. And I'm just drawing like crap. I mean, it's not really going to matter, but I guess I swing in with a, well, I don't know. This guy holds his whole team back. He's going to life gain. Yeah, there's no way I can race, so I might as well just hold him back. That Abyssinian Priest has proven to be pretty good for him. So I'm just going to need something big here to even have a prayer, and he's still got this travel preparations here. Yeah, I mean, the fact that I've drawn 3 more lands than him, I mean, that's basically the difference in the game. And I basically got a 1-turn clock here to be able to survive. And he's got another play. Primal Hunt Beast doesn't do it. Alright, well, I got him down to 1, but that wasn't good enough. It was a very nice comeback for him. Alright, so what are we going to do here? I think the Celestial Flares will be pretty decent, and I don't know, is One-Eyed Scarecrow that great against him? I mean, it hurts his Seraphs, and so it's probably worth it. I don't know, though. I think I'd almost just rather not have them in, because they're just not that great. I mean, he definitely won just by drawing those Seraphs. I don't think I need those. Pay No Heed. Prevent all damage a sorcerer choice would deal. That could actually come in pretty handy. I wouldn't mind siding one of those in. So what don't I want? I mean, Pacifism here is really not going to be great because he's got the ability to just side it out, basically. I mean, not to side it out, but to blow it up because he's got the enchantment removal, and I'd really rather not turn those on. I mean, it still costs him a card to do it. What else would I rather do here? I think these Elvish Visionaries are pretty marginal. Pay No Heed, prevent all damage a sorcerer choice would deal this turn. So this is practically a removal spell as well in the right situation. I think we're going to try these and see how good they are. Don't need Beckon Apparition. Yeah, I think this is what we'll run. So that was close, but not being able to draw anything to beat the Seraph definitely hurt. He even run that on a mulligan to 6. Pretty good. He's deciding whether or not to mulligan. So the first attack I made into his board was good. I think the second one might have been a mistake. It probably didn't matter. I just didn't have enough flyers to really do anything, but it's unfortunate. Waiting for my opponent here to make up his mind. So obviously we are playing this post-rotation this deck and most of the other ones aren't going to be much good right now. But anyway, okay, so he's done. He did mulligan down to 6 again, and I'll lead off with a plane so I can get a turn 2 Loyal Cathar, which isn't the most relevant card in this particular matchup. It gets outclassed pretty fast. And as an Avacynine Pilgrim. Not something I particularly like in this build. I mean, the ramp is nice, but I don't feel like the difference between 3 and 4. I mean, if you can get a turn 1, 2... Okay, so basically he goes from 3 to 5. I don't think the 5 drops are all that great. The 4 drops are good. But this doesn't actually... I mean, I guess next turn it... Yeah, I mean, so it has some advantage, but again, it just gets outclassed so fast that I'm not sure it's worth it. I will gladly trade the Cathar for the Force Mage if that's what he wants to do. Don't have a 3-drop here. Does not want to trade. So we'll just play the Forest and play the Caravan Vigil. And I think I'll get another white. And we will pass the turn. So now he could be on 5 mana and play his own Seraph, which would definitely be good. See if that's what he's doing here. Got a pacifism. Alright, I didn't decide in any way of dealing with that. Might have been a mistake, but... Oh, and an Ambush Viper, okay. Just to get an extra point of toughness, alright. 3/2 Death Touch, that's pretty good. So the Righteous Blow to kill this Ambush Viper and make that a 2/2 is pretty good. But I think at this point I would rather just play the Seraph, because that's just gonna be so good against his board. Plus he looks like he's stuck on lands. So he can hit for a bunch, but next turn I'll be able to use, I think, this Righteous Blow to be in a pretty effective way. So can't block that. I mean, I could trade with it, but that would just be foolish. Attendant Knight's fine. And Celestial Flare is pretty good too. So let's attack with the Seraph. Gain some life back. And I think here I'm just going to play the Primal Hunt Beast. And say this will be a time when I could get pretty good value out of this Righteous Blow. Kill this, block that. We'll see if he lets me do that or not. So I can't attack with this, unless he has a Travel Preparations. Can't attack with this, but he might... I mean, I would almost make this trade straight up anyway, though. Probably just attack with this. Do I make that trade? Probably not. What's he doing here? Another Ambush Viper, okay. That's fine. Let's see what he wants to do. So he's thinking about something here. Alright, so let's see what his plan is. Does he attack with a Trusted Force Mage? No, he does not. So I take 5 here if I don't do anything. Next turn I can play this if I draw land. Yeah, this is an interesting choice. I think I'm fine making this trade. Yeah, that's fine. He has a Sentinel Spider, alright, which he can pop, so that's pretty good for him. Make it a 5/5. Plus it can block my Seraph. Oh, so this makes it a 6/4 plus the Righteous Blow. I mean, I spend 2 cards, but I get to keep a point, and I kill his guy. I think that's worth it. He might not even block here, though. Saxon attacker or blocker. I could actually, what would be better is just use Celestial Flare. So let's see what he does here. So I'll let him sack his blocker. And there's no sense using common bond here. So I guess I'll just pass the turn. Yeah, if we go to game 3, I'll definitely side in the enchantment removal, at least one of them. So, but he can hit me for a pretty good amount here. May have to use the Righteous Blow here just to save me some damage. 6 is a pretty big blow. I mean, I can gain a lot of it back, but... Okay, well, since he's doing that... Oh, never mind. I can't actually do anything about it. Forgot. It's just attacking. So that's going to be painful. So he's coming in with everything. Okay, well... I think the thing that makes sense here is to go ahead and get rid of this, because that's the most damage. So he does 6, 7. And doesn't have a follow-up play. Alright, so land there wouldn't have been too bad. The Attendant Knight, though, will do a decent job of keeping his guys back. One more land, one more mana would really be nice. I think I can hold this here, though, because I'm going to gain the life no matter what. So I think playing the Attendant Knight here and passing is fine. Although, well, I don't know, the Sentinel Spider might have been better, but I don't know, just having an extra attacker seems good here. Or, I'm sorry, an extra blocker just seems good. Because he's got to actually draw something relevant, and he's only drawn 4 lands, so he's likely to draw a land. Okay, so he just swings in. See if he makes an attack here. If he attacks with just this, oh, okay, so he just, okay, so he does that. That's fine, and he'll soul bond with it presumably. That's fine. And I draw a Seraph of my own to hold his Seraph back. Could also make this a 4/6, which is enough to keep up with that. But it's probably better to get the Seraph in, because, I don't know, 2 of them is enough life. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And he's got to respect the open mana, so I think I'm just going to continue to add to my board here. It was a pretty good draw for him. But being able to common bond, make both these a 3/5, that might be something. Let's see what he's got here. Another Attendant Knight. His draws have just been pretty fantastic. I can't believe he's only drawn 4 lands. He's still got a travel preparations in hand. I'm definitely going to be hurting. Okay. So now we can swing in with that. And I have to just take... Oh gosh, that was a really good move for him. Because I can't just let them both go. Ugh. Okay, well, obviously we just chump here, take 4. And probably dead. His draws, man, just been insane. This can't block that. Yeah, I make these both 3/6s. That's probably the right play. And then play Loyal Cathar, yeah, that's got to be the right thing. If I could get him to draw something, irrelevant just for a turn, I might have a chance. But let's see, so he's got enough attackers to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I've only got 4. So I may be in trouble anyway. And again, it doesn't look like he drew a land. Golly, nice draws, dude. Oh, and a soulbound creature as well? I mean, really? How many lands is he playing? That's just insane. Just insane value for him. And he makes that a 5/5. And again, I just have to chump. Golly. Haunted Fengraph. I mean, into turn I can get something back, but this is just going to continue to be a pest. This guy can't block anymore. Yeah, I hit for 3. I just don't have any good options here. I need the Haunted Fengraph. I get back the Hex Beast next turn, but all it does is save me from having to chump. Because again, I can't just let that hit me. I can't gain any life. I mean, I could send this in because you can't kill it. It does gain me some life. But then he probably just swings back with everything. I mean, but I gotta just stall out the board. So I think I'm gonna play the spider and just chump with the Intendant Knight this time. And hope I can draw some kind of pump spell. If I can pump my Seraphs one more time, I'll be out of range of this guy and I can block him. I could also draw into a Celestial Flare. I mean, there's a lot of things that could happen. I'm not just dead. But his draws, I tell you what, I can't believe he's only drawn 4 lands. And another Trusted Force Mage. I mean, that's just unreal. Absolutely unreal. And I draw a land. I mean, now I play this, but it doesn't really do me any good. I got to chump with the spider, I think. I mean, that's just terrible. He finally draws a land. Yep, and I just got to chump with the spider. This can't block. It's not pass here. It's possible I could get the spider back. Nope, Primal Hunt Beast. I mean, that's fine though. Pump spell. And I get another chumper. Sigh. If I could just draw a silly Celestial Flare. Man, he draws another spell. Golly. Yeah, his draws were just so good. I mean, any moment all he has to do is attack with everything. Yeah, that'll do it. Block here. Block here. I take 3, gain 3? I might actually live through that. So block here. Block here. Take 3, gain 3. I stay at 3? No. Alright, well, couldn't keep up with his good draws. You know, it's been a hard event for me, I won't lie. But, yeah, that's how it goes. Thanks for watching. In closing, let me remind you, you can keep up with all my writings and articles by following me on Twitter at the username gwyned42. That's GWYNED and the number 42. I also regularly publish articles over at puremtgo.com. Search for me by the username gwyned on that site, or find the link in the description of this video. I also maintain a blog now at writeradept.blogspot.com, and you can also find that in the description. Finally, if you enjoyed these videos, please remember to subscribe to my channel and post any feedback or comments. Thanks for watching.